Clash Mini is quite literally an entirely different game, and so I am here to tell you all about it. So I am quite literally going to start over again from the tutorial because we have so much to talk about. It's insane. So in terms of gameplay, you can notice the interface is definitely a lot different. Like this yellow button is the ready up button. It's a little bit different. The whole animation system is different. Everything is so different. There's also synergies between different units. So for example, this barbarian paired with the barbarian king will have a clan class effect where they both gain more HP. And you can see those classes and their synergies with this button on the left. Honestly, gameplay wise, that may be my new favorite thing. It's just another element of strategy that adds a bunch of depth. And it's super cool. I love it. And there's one other major gameplay thing that is changing here. To counteract the no movement system that was released in Update 7, you can now move your hero once. Different heroes have starting positions, but you can move them once throughout the game, which is really interesting. It makes the game a little bit more dynamic, which I really do like. And in terms of retention throughout a given match and overall retention, I think that will help out the game a lot. And so yay, there we go. We beat the tutorial. Epic. So yeah, classes and the hero movement thing, those are the two big changes with gameplay. Most of the gameplay stuff was, during the last update with Update 7. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the quote-unquote upgrade system now. The term for it is refinement, as you can see by the tutorial. So with the Barbarian King, what can we do here? Let's refine him with resources. Okay, so we refined him, and when we refine stuff, we get cosmetics and stuff. So as you can see, we got a emote. That's pretty cool. And we also get player XP. But when you get player XP, you can unlock more units. So you can see we have another unit to unlock. So let's unlock that. Boom. We got a mini P.E.K.K.A. Let's go. And so as it says, the more units you refine, the more collector XP you gain, then your collector level grows to unlock new units in new sets. So speaking of sets, let's talk about those. Basically, all units in Clash Mini are now grouped into different sets. So set number 1 is kind of the beginner set to kind of help you get acclimated to the game and things like that. And each set, with a few exceptions, consists of 1 hero and then 7 other minis for you to unlock and collect. So as you can see in the game currently, there are 7 different sets. But as you can see, some sets do have 2 heroes. As you can see, set number 6 has 1 hero right here in the top left and then another one in the bottom right. And don't worry, we're gonna get into all of the new units in the update as well because there is a ton. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I just wanna make sure I explain everything else first. So really quick, I'm gonna play another game to show you a little bit more about the refinement process. We're going to use one of our newest units here, the Dagger Thrower. Like I said, we'll talk more about him in a little bit. All right, there we go. There's a nice 3-0 win. And so as we progress on the trophy road, we get up to bronze 3. Wow. So the trophy road is basically the same. You progress, you unlock rewards as you go along, but the rewards are different. As you can see, we have fragments. We have some Barbarian King fragments as well as some Spear Goblin fragments. And so kind of as I demonstrated earlier, these fragments are the key to upgrading your units. So let's go back over to the screen that has your sets and all that, and let's tap on the Spear Goblin. And as you can see, we can refine the Spear Goblin for 2,000 gold and 10 of the Spear Goblin fragments. So when we click refine, our Spear Goblin will now be level 2. We unlock an emote that it can use in battle. And yeah, then also as you can see, that gave us some more XP to increase our collector level to unlock more units. So let's do it again with the Barbarian King. We have 2,000 gold and 10 Barbarian King fragments. So we can refine it and get more cosmetic stuff. All of this stuff that is in the web, this is all cosmetic. Then at the very end of this little road for the Barbarian King, we unlock an avatar. Anyway, so since we upgraded the Barbarian King, we can unlock another unit. So let's see what we get. We got the Dagger Goblin. Wow, that was totally not expected at all. Anyway, we got him. And now that we've finished all the units for set number 1, we now have the ability to unlock the units for set number 2. And as you can see, there is once again another familiar face, the Royal Recruit. That is another one of the new units. So now we can start making progress towards these units. And again, we can do this by increasing our collector XP. So now that we've talked about the basics, let's go a little bit more in depth. So with the magic powers of magic, I have progressed to 1,000 trophies. Wow. So this will show us tons of new stuff that we can talk about. As you can see, so many more things are lit up on the interface, so let's go through all of it. All right, so really quickly, let's go back over to the sets tab, and as you can see, pretty much all the units have unlocked because of my wizardry. And also, as you can see, all of the units, they kind of increase in complexity and skill as time goes along. This is intentional so that way newer players can get a better feel for the game's overall mechanics, and then they can increase their skill with the game as the skill gap of the units increase. So let's just click on a random unit. Let's just do the Hog Rider.
Oh, hell no.
That was a little bit sus. But yeah, this is another one of the new units coming. We'll go over all of them in a little bit. But I just want to show you what a fully maxed out unit looks like. So the maxed out level for the Hog Rider, as you can see, is level 15. You get XP points for each of these. And then when you hit the max goal, you get some fragments. So as I showed earlier, there are fragments that are specific to units. Like right here, we have some Archer Queen fragments, but there are also these blue fragments right here, which are like basically wild fragments. It's kind of like in Clash Royale, how you have evolution shards for a specific card, then you have wild shards, which can be used on any card. So in terms of sets and stuff, I basically covered everything that you need to know. So now let's go over to this next tab, which is your collection of basically everything. First thing I want to start with here is actually these piggies at the top. And this is actually a new form of passive progression within Clash Mini. So basically on the home screen, you'll see these piggies, you click them, they take you over here. And these piggies are basically like mines and collectors from Clash of Clans, where they just passively generate resources over time. So as you can see, the piggy bank is full. So let's collect it. And as you can see, we will get resources, 2,000 gold, 2,000 more gold, and then 4,000 gold, I guess. And so then as you can see, there's a 6-hour timer until you can collect it again. So it's just free progression. You don't even have to play. You just collect every 6 hours basically. So now all of this stuff down here is the diorama. So the diorama is basically a place to display all of your cosmetics based on your skins, and you can decorate them in specific ways. So as you can see, dioramas are based on skin collections. We have the Clash Mist section with all the Clash Mist skins, the Crystal Coin skins, the Adventure skins, and Seaside and things of that nature. So let's go to Seaside. And so as you can see, we can upgrade Seaside from level 1 to level 2. And we can do that using 100 crystal coins. And you can see it'll take 1 minute. So we click decorate. Then you can see that hammer is right there and it's hammering away. So what this is going to do is it's going to add more to that backdrop of the Seaside diorama. So that way it looks all nice and pretty. The way I think of the diorama section, it's like you have this big shelf of Legos in your room, and you gradually add to it over time as you collect more Lego sets and things like that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is finished. Let's go. So as you can see, it is complete. So let's press that. We get a piggy XP token. Wow. And so the more you decorate your dioramas, you increase what your piggy chest can do. So the diorama isn't purely just for cosmetic display. It's also for progression. The more you upgrade your diorama, the more you get from your passive progression from the pig, which is really cool. So yep, I can decorate it again for 100 more crystal coins, and this time it will take 5 minutes. So we'll let that happen in the background and then talk about these other tabs. So the skins tab, this is just a better way to visualize your skins. Again, they're categorized by the different types of skins: Clash Mist, Crystal, Robo, Space, things of that nature. And by collecting skins, you can see you earn a bunch of bonus rewards, some of which include more skins. Like, look at this. That's amazing. That's an Electro Wizard. Some of which give you other cosmetic items such as boards. We'll talk about boards here in a little bit. And then other times you can get crystal coins, which is cool. And again, those crystal coins can be put back into the diorama section. Then there's also like bonus rewards at the bottom, and this kind of varies, but as you can see right here, we get another board, the Healing Temple. Next up, I get the Acolyte Healing Ranger skin. That's pretty cool. Next up, we got emotes. Again, it's just a way for you to visualize your emotes much better. There are a lot of emotes in this game. And again, you get bonus rewards, things like crystal coins. In the avatar section, you have all of your avatars that you can use on your profile. And again, more bonus rewards. Even though cosmetic is entirely progression based and not power based, you still have incentive to collect your cosmetics, because the cosmetics in turn then help your progression. Collecting cosmetics gives you more crystal coins, which gives you more stuff, so that way you can upgrade the diorama, and then the diorama increases your pig level, which then increases your progression. It kind of funnels along in a path. Then the board section, this is my favorite part of this update. So you can actually pick which boards you play in a given game. It's so awesome. You have all the boards that were there from the previous update, but then there's some new boards like Frozen Peak, Sand Venture, Stadium, Dusk Plains, Robo Ridge, and the possibilities are endless for expansion. And again, more bonus rewards, free Royal Ghost skin, I will take it. This update, it really just has me smiling because this is so unique. No Supercell game is like this. This is awesome. After this update, I am 99.999% sure that Clash Mini will release globally. This is an incredibly polished game at this point that is super unique, and I really want the rest of the world to be able to play it. I love this so much. But yeah, while all that was happening, our Seaside diorama has been upgrading in the background. So now that it is done, we get more XP towards our piggy bank. All right, let's move away from here and let's get back to the main interface and talk about everything here. There's a lot that's changed, but there's also a lot that has stayed the same. Decks in the game are the exact same. It looks a little different, but the exact way you construct a deck with a hero and then 5 other minis, it's the exact same. But anyway, let's move around. We have the avatars up here, and when you click on the avatars, it shows your profile information, but we also have replays, which is awesome. So you can watch replays and you can, you know, speed them up, pause them, things like that, just like Clash Royale. So right here, this again is your trophy road. We have a bunch of things we can collect that I just haven't done yet, so let's collect these. Trophy road is progression for just being good. So yeah, trophy road is epic. So then the mini pass looks a little bit different, but it functions almost the exact same. You progress in the tiers through completing quests and things like that. There's a free track and there is a paid track. Then the clipboard icon is all of your quests and stuff. Again, that's just more progression, more fragments, all that good stuff. The events tab has been moved to this thing right here, and there isn't an event right now, so I can't really show them. But basically, it's a much more simplified system where you just play the events and you get rewards as you go along the events. So it's a really simplified system, super simple, trust me. We have duels and rumbles, the same game modes, except now rumbles are 4 players. And one thing that's really interesting with the rumbles is if you click this kind of people looking icon right here, you can kind of see the pool of heroes and units that you'll be able to select from, which is really, really unique. You still have the rotational magic tiles right now as supercharger. So yeah. And then this right here is the big thing I want to highlight here, the toy machine. So the toy machine is basically a gacha system for unlocking cosmetics. And for the toy machine, this is where these like little keys come in. You've probably seen them earlier. This is where they come into play. You have silver keys, you have gold keys, and you have epic keys. Then if you press this little info button right here, it shows you the probability for the skins in the specific toy machine thing. So as you can see, the skin percentages are very low. They're definitely making it very hard for you to get skins, but even if you don't get skins, you are still unlocking resources through gold and fragments. So yeah, let's try out this limited deluxe skin one because I have gold keys, so let's do it. All right, there's the toy machine. Let's open it. What are we gonna get? Oh, 1,000 gold. And also, as you can see, you can open it a certain number of times to guarantee a certain prize, but those numbers are pretty high. But also, you get these keys for free. You get them for free. So it's not like you have to pay a great deal to get these skins. You can get them over time just by playing the game every single day. You can get the keys through quests, through the mini pass, through things like that. So in terms of the main screen interface, I think I covered everything. The toy machine was the big thing I wanted to highlight because even though it is a gacha system and may have the appearance of being predatory, with the way the rest of the game is set up, being almost completely free to play, all those free to play elements contribute directly to the gacha, so you don't really need to spend any money. So now really quickly, let me briefly touch on every single new unit that's being added. I know y'all been waiting for this, so let's talk about it. Now I won't be able to go over all of them in depth, but I just want to highlight them. First up, we have the Dagger Goblin, a 2 elixir long range unit. Next up, we have the Royal Recruit, who is a 2 elixir short range and very tanky unit. We got the Hog Rider, a 3 elixir unit who can jump. Next up, we got the Villager, who is a 3 elixir unit that provides incredible support to your hero. Next up, we have Chompy, a 4 elixir unit who has the exact same revive ability as the Skeleton King. Next up, we have Decoy Adept, a 2 elixir unit who is very interesting. Then we got the Dark Prince coming over from Clash Royale as a 4 elixir unit. Then we got the Defuser, a 2 elixir unit who can manipulate the flow of elixir. Very weird. Then we got the Giant, a 4 elixir unit who is basically just a big tank. We got the Sailor, a 3 elixir unit who, when she uses her super, she pushes herself away from the target. That's pretty cool. Then we got my girly Battle Boxer, a 5 elixir unit who is basically a mini monk. We got my boy the Elixir Golem, one of my favorite cards from Clash Royale, now a 4 elixir unit who just causes chaos for both players. That's really all I need to say. Then we got the Princess, a 5 elixir unit who has the most broken super in the entire game. And then last but certainly not least, we have the newest hero, the Battle Machine. And his passive ability is insane because he brings back gizmos. This Battle Machine hero is going to be absolutely insane. Now, there are 6 other units that will be coming throughout the duration of 2024. I'm not going to talk about them here, but do a quick little YouTube search and you'll be able to find them. Also, you can kind of see their heads poking out at the bottom of the screen. So yeah, I think I have covered everything that I wanted to. Again, I wasn't able to go absolutely in depth with everything, but that's because there's so much. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like. I want to make more Clash Mini videos, so leaving a like lets me know that you enjoyed it. And also watch this video right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy it just as much. See y'all in the next one.